Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome to a Caranthir Tower developers video for update 2.0. At the time of this video it's not released yet, but I want to get some feedback from people on sort of the new things, the lighting mainly, and just what do you guys think. So we're going to get started. We're only going to be going through the lobby today and the library. I've left the entrance and I won't be looking at the entrance. I'll just leave that as a surprise because there's some pretty cool stuff going on with the entrance. As you can see, the corner pieces around the dragon have gone in terms of the effects. I didn't like them. They were ruining the atmosphere a little and they don't work with the new lighting. So the first thing that you should notice about the lighting is that the four main sconces have been completely removed. They were sort of on these large stands in the corners. They're completely gone now. And I've tried to get light to come through the windows, and that is for a very specific reason I'll show you in a moment. And just the two main sort of sets of sconces there. There's a slight change with lighting in the library, but directionally the lighting is pretty much the same, but we'll see that in a moment. Now I'm just going to wait around until night time, so we're going to wait around about 9 hours and I'm going to show you the new feature. Now Caranthir Tower's lighting didn't adjust to the time of day before, and this is what I'm now going to show you it actually does. So as you can see, the lighting has darkened significantly from the light, so there's not really any sunlight shining through anymore. Most of sort of the still slight brightness is coming off the light at the top, so the library does still need adjusting with the lighting. But yeah, that is a really nice little addition, I thought, that really needed to be added. When it's night time you really get a much darker feeling around the tower when everyone's gone to bed, so that's really nice. One thing that I do want to show you, and I'm just going to make it daytime again before I show you this. There are two pedestals placed where two of the sconces used to be, and these pedestals are going to allow you to place a statue of your choosing on that pedestal. Now this is sort of a limited thing available in the conjuration room, which will be made the same eventually when I get around to it. But as you can see, when you click on this, rather than an annoying menu that we usually get in a lot of mods and my own mods, I have managed to use the Hearthfire style thing that they've used, and I have it in a proper sort of crafting style menu. And what it does, it works just like crafting. It will essentially craft the item, take it out of your inventory, and when it's removed from your inventory it will enable the statue that you want. So it gives the illusion of just selecting a statue really. Now I'd like some feedback whether it should require gold or you should have to get items relevant to the statue. That would be an interesting thing to look into. I'm not sure which to do it yet. At the moment it's just free, so you can select what you want, but I don't want to release it like that. So as you can see, you can select from a different sort of selection of statues. There you get the orc there, miscellaneous stuff like hag-ravens and the Falmer, and we're just going to go with a Thalma there. There we go. So as you can see, you place statues down, and that is a really nice addition. Now you can replace these statues once you've selected them, so you can go with something else. So you can go with dwarven stuff, and that's really nice. Now one other major thing that I am going to be doing is taking advantage of some of the great modders resources out there, because a lot of the vanilla items really are pretty poor, to be honest, and they don't help give my tower a really magical feeling. So I have started using resources like the open books, which is brilliant. That really gives a more unique look to this specific sort of set of tower plans rather than just another ledger looking thing. So we can access these plans. Another thing I'd like to show is that there is a new option called upgrades. I haven't gotten rid of the restoration of the vault, but I've matched it up with the deed, so you now have a deed to the vault. But one new change is that if you recruit Mariana before you have upgraded certain parts of the tower, you will be able to get them upgraded for free. So you'll pay a small fee of 1,200 gold to have Mariana, rather than the individual gold for about 5 separate pieces of upgrades for the tower. So if you're going upgrades at the moment, because I haven't recruited Mariana, the only option will be the vault. So go ahead and do that. That will restore the vault for nothing as usual. But now we're just going to go into the library. I'll show you some of the other stuff, and we'll also recruit Mariana. So the lighting isn't quite finalised yet, so please give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. Is it better? I think it looks a little nicer lit now and a bit more realistic. So we need to go over to the ledger here. As you can see, that's also been changed due to open books. Looks a lot better. So you're going to use this. and we're going to go and recruit members and Mariana. So it's going to cost 1,200 gold as usual. Recruit Mariana. Now it says that she'll arrive shortly, so you have to wait the full hour or so until she arrives, so that our menu options appear downstairs on our tower plan. So yeah, sorry, the sconce there in the middle, that is what's going to brighten the whole room. I've removed sconces from the outside again. And the one other major thing that you'll see, which is a massive improvement, is the ceiling matches the architecture of the Dwemer style structure. And I've filled in these annoying gaps around the edges above the flags and the windows. It's completely filled in with proper dwarven wall stuff rather than that weird sort of green look you had to it. So that really does give it a nicer look. Again, you can see I've changed a lot of the books. It looks a lot more randomised with sort of book placement due to a book resource, which is great. And that really gives a better look to it, so the library looks a little more library style. Changes to things on the side. Here's Mariana, as you can see, we've recruited her now.
Yes.
Now the reason I've actually placed Mariana being able to sell things via the tower plans is because once you recruit Mariana in, she won't have any deeds with her.
Some may call this
So if you go on here, she doesn't actually have any deeds with that, and that causes problems. So if you were to recruit Mariana before upgrading the place, you won't be able to. So it sort of transfers that ability after you recruit her early, which is useful. So I'll just show you that now. So we're going to go to upgrades, and as you can see, we can now upgrade the alchemy lab, conjuration room, forge, mage quarters and portal room from here, which is really useful. And that is pretty much it for this developer's video. Like I said, I'd like some feedback on the lighting, any other ideas, things that people would like to see maybe added to the tower before the 2.0 release. After the 2.0 release, if I'm 100% happy with the finished product, then I may move on to adding sort of DLC to it, DLC content, but it won't be that's required to use the mod. I won't force that as a requirement. It'll be an optional. So yep, that is it. That is my first developer's video for Caranthir Tower 2.0. Next up will be the alchemy lab, I think, with the conjuration room, and we'll hopefully see some more of these sort of statue pedestals around for that in a more organised manner. So please let me know what you think, as I said, in the comments below. Hit the like button, and usually, as normal, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out my other videos. I do a lot of creation kit tutorial videos for those of you that don't know, and if you haven't gone out and played Caranthir Tower, then I strongly recommend that you go and give it a try and enjoy. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.